Yabba dabba doo. Hey, welcome to another sicker episode of this podcast. I always say that when I'm sick, and I got sick in the middle of this week. It's weird because I didn't get sick the whole fucking wintertime, and now that I'm not sure if it's spring right now. I think spring hasn't started yet. Whatever, I'm sick now. Before we get to that, pretty much we're going to start with Monday night. I did my comedy open mic over at Wheaties. And it was a beautiful day. It was like, I don't know, it was 70 degrees. It was sunny. It was dry as my balls. And one comedian called me to tell me first he was going to go. Then he wasn't going to go because he's a jerk-off. Let's call him Dan Wolf. And then 7:40 went by. I had a BLT and a Diet Coke. And nobody came in. And I was like, oh boy, this isn't looking good. And then finally 4 comedians came in. John C. Riley was there, Khalid, this female comic, Andy Nolan, I know for the Northeast Cabaret, and somebody else that I can't think of. Oh, Brandon King. He's this younger black comedian. So I had 4 comedians, and I had two audience members. And you guys saw I put up a bunch of shorts this week. I put up 2 on the Josh Jack channel, 1 on the Josh Jack Network channel, and 1 on the Jack Comedy channel. And all 4 of those shorts got over 1,000 views, which is pretty cool because, as you know what I say, even though the jokes probably suck, the fact there was only 6 people in this room, 7 people if you include me, thousands of people were watching this stuff. So the show ended around 8:48. I did another 12 minutes on stage. I wrote old jokes I wrote like 12, 13 years ago when I started out the cabaret. I started the show out to 9 o'clock, and that was it. And then I had a beer in the middle of the show because I was like, fuck it, I might as well buy a beer. And the bartender, he was like, yeah, I told him they haven't been promoting it. They haven't promoted it since last year of December. And he said, yeah, the guy hasn't been promoting much. He said, add me on Facebook. I'll try to help you, which is nice. It's nice to at least try. So then afterwards, that was pretty much that. That was Monday night. Tuesday night, I went to the gym and went to Chipotle. I got a quick story for you. It's not the best story, but I'm in line at Chipotle. In front of me, there's this Muslim guy. And then there's this Latin couple, and then in front of them there's these 2 black Muslim girls. So the 2 black Muslim bitches get out of the way. The couple starts ordering, and then the Muslim guy looks at me and he starts making a fart noise, like, and I'm like, He's like, yeah. They're like, what the fuck? So this guy was obviously drunk or high. So he's like asking questions and he's like making small talk and stuff. So he gets to the part where he has to pay. And he says, can I get one of those hot sauces over there? I like the lighter kind. He ordered the kind I like. So, they said, okay, you have to put some in the cup, and you have to put it back on the shelf. He was like, that's okay. I'm just going to take the whole hot sauce with me. And the girl was like, well, sir, you can't do that. I'm stealing it. He paid for his bowl. He goes, all right, that's it. Bye. And he walked out. And they looked at each other. There were 2 young girls. They started laughing. And nobody said anything. Nobody did anything about it. Nobody fucking, said, hey, you got to come back, or sir, come back here. They just let him steal it. So that's not the best story. But Wednesday night I went to the Royal, and then when I got to the Royal, I started feeling sick. Now, I don't know if I got sick from the gym. I don't know if I got sick from Chipotle, or I might have got sick just from going to the Royal. But I went to the Royal. I think I picked number 9. I think that was the spot I picked. Khalid was there for Monday. We were talking. And then pretty much they called my number before hers. I picked the number 2 spot. She picked the number 3 spot. The only thing interesting that happened was this couple. There was 2 guys and 3 girls sitting next to us, to the front of us to the left, just talking. It was this brunette chick. I don't know if she was a Italian or a Spic, but man, I hope she died of a drunk driving accident. She's a fucking cunt. I mean, these guys were just buying them drinks. This old guy was buying all the drinks. The guy looked like Colonel Sanders from KFC. And I went on second. So I couldn't really hear them because I was on stage. But they were talking during my whole set. The host, the asshole host, he was talking during my set. And I did pretty good at the Royal. I mean, I got some good pops. I did like the same material I did like Monday night, except I got better reactions. I thought I did pretty good. I only did like 5.5 minutes. And then Khalid went on. And during her whole set, these bitches were just talking. And this brunette chick, she kept making everything about her. Like, oh, at my work. Oh, she reminds me of this girl at my work. She just wouldn't. So everybody goes, shh. And then they do the thing where they go, no, you shh. It was an Asian girl, a black girl, this Italian, I don't know, spit girl, I don't know what she was, and 2 other guys. And everyone was like, shh. And she went, no, you shh. And then she's like, God, that's so rude. She ended up saying that was rude. It's a small room. And people are trying to perform. So, pretty much, they had about 3 or 4 of these seltzer beers. There was only 14 acts on the list. I was going to leave around number 10. And right before I left, they left. And then the spick gets up and she goes, oh, by the way, I just want to say you guys were great tonight. We're leaving. Sorry we ruined your show. She was like all passive aggressive when it's like, you did ruin the show. Like, shut the fuck up. This is a, you know, like if you want to watch, they obviously came to see people before. This is an open bar. You know, shut the fuck up. So they were really rude, and Colleen was pissed off. She was telling them to be quiet. And I was like, you know what, don't even bother with them, because they'll probably take out a gun and shoot you, these fucking you-know-whats. I wanted to yell out, nigger lover! Fucking nigger lover! Even though there was no black people there but the one black girl. That had nothing to do with it. I just want to yell that word out when someone acts like a nigger. So that was Wednesday night. I got on stage at the Royal. I haven't looked at the clips yet, but maybe I'll put it out next week. I'll put something up from there. And then Thursday night, I was going to go to the gym, but pretty much the gym was closed. We had a little storm here on Thursday. I'm not sure if it was because of the storm or is because of some other reason, but I got to the parking lot and it was empty. And usually this parking lot is always full of spicks. And I got there and it was fucking empty. And I pulled up to the front and it said, we're temporarily closed. And I don't have the black card, which allows you to go to other Planet Fitness locations. So I said, fuck it, I'll do food deliveries. I had my sweatpants on. I'm sick, by the way. I told myself I wasn't going to go out. I woke up 3 o'clock in the morning, Wednesday, early morning, Thursday, I should say. I was fucking, blowing my nose. I had to put Vicks in my nose. I could barely breathe. And I was like, fuck it, I might as well make some money. I'll get other people sick. So I turned the app on at the mall. I go to Chipotle, and the company sent me a funny notification. They said, hey, we got a complaint from you that you're leaving the food too far away. If you guys remember the last episode, this fucking hoodlum tried to threaten me, and she wouldn't give me the code to complete the order, so I took her food, and allegedly I threw it. So they said, you got to make sure you drop the food off a little bit closer, which is so funny. I'm like, huh. So the night was pretty good. It kept me in my area. I wouldn't say it took me all the way to Croydon, which is outside of Ben Salem. I drove past 1675, which was the open mic where I dropped the N-word, where they all got all butthurt about. And then last night, Friday night, I did food deliveries. Mark and a buffet guy asked me if I was going to Parks, but I said, you know what, I'm sick tonight. I'm not going to Parks. Maybe I'll go next week. So I did food deliveries last night. It kept me in my area, but the last 2 deliveries I did from Chick-fil-A, I didn't get tipped anything, really. So I made some okay money. I do about 6 or 7 orders. I only do it for a couple hours. I should do it more, but I'm lazy. And then last night, where did I go to eat? I went to I don't even remember where I went to eat. Where did I go? I didn't go to Chipotle. I didn't go to Popeyes. I didn't go to Panda. I didn't go to Wawa. Where the fuck did I eat last night? I don't remember. Oh, McDonald's probably. I think I went. Oh, yeah. No, I went to McDonald's Thursday night. Last night, I don't remember, but I ate somewhere after my shift. And then, I went to Chipotle. That's right, because I didn't get my burrito bowl Thursday. And then tonight, I left out early. Left out my house around 6ish. I said, fuck this. I am not going to fucking do deliveries tonight because I'm not going to make anything. I'm going to enjoy myself. So I went to the gas station to get some gas. There was like a bunch of cars, police cars and ambulance around. There must have been a fucking incident. I don't know what happened. Someone robbed a bank and robbed them or something. I don't know what happened. I got my gas. Then I had to go around the boulevard. I went to Chicky and Pete's. I got me a traditional pizza and a Diet Pepsi. And this fucking pineapple head didn't give me one refill. And I said, I'm so sick and tired of getting bad service. So the bill came to $19.98. That was a great year. So I pretty much just gave him $21. I only gave him $1 tip, and it felt good. I always told myself, always give these people $5. I feel bad for these servers. Nobody tips me my food delivery shit. And on top of it, this fucking asshole didn't check on me once. There was this black woman next to me. She had her fucking thing on the chair. She was like, you can put your coat on the chair if you want. I said, no, it's okay. And then she tried to talk to me. The UFC fight was on. This guy got knocked out. She's like, oh, did you see that? He got knocked out. But I didn't pay any attention to her because she was playing a video on her phone like a you-know-what. So pretty much That's that. And I got a beer at the beer store, 7.5%, Voodoo beer. I wolfed it down. I just went to Target parking lot to go pee and buy some none of your business. And folks, I wouldn't say there's an aftermath. If anything else happens, I'll add to it. But that's pretty much that. I'm just going to hang out here for another hour or two, drink some water, take another pee, maybe a poop. And that's it. As far as what's on the channel next week, probably a possible prank call show. And that's all I can say. I can't promise, but I'll try. But this is the first but yet worst comedy podcast in Philadelphia. This is your favorite podcast show most people would not listen to. And if there's nothing else, then we'll get to your least favorite segment, which is, you guys know, it's the Odd News. All right, you jerks. Here comes the odd news. Joe Rogan says Trump doesn't have much to lose because he's about to die soon. I don't know why that's weird news, but Chinese national arrested over attempt to smuggle 2,000 queen ants from Kenya. Ants, I guess they were trying to farm it up a little bit there. Alright. Priest faces $500,000 in fines for feeding the homeless in a lawsuit. Yeah, I guess a lot of people that are suing, I guess they're feeding their own ego there. Male sex worker in West Texas servicing wealthy housewives and oil executives while pretending to be a handyman, making house calls. It says the handyman of West Texas. Yeah, the only thing he's being handy is ruining people's marriages while getting a handy. There's a joke there somewhere. Memory and cognitive disability rates are smuggling in young people, research shows. Wait, what were we just talking about? Nah, that's a hack joke. Corpus Christi woman who sued a Marine pilot over a miscarriage now faces a $1.1 billion counter lawsuit. A miscarriage. Well, she must listen to the JoshCast birthday episode. People are churning butter on runs. We're sorry to be the ones to tell you this. Churning butter on runs, what do they mean? They keep going to the bathroom over and over? BC man sent family members to impersonate him at a mandatory ethics course, lied about it to the regulator. I don't have a joke for that right now. It says Elon Musk announces Tesla terafab chip plant launching in 7 days. 60 feet long iron bridge was stolen in Chattiscora town overnight. Long bridge, okay. Scientists say bad space weather could be why they haven't heard from aliens. Bad space weather was, I guess aliens, they're like postal workers. They were, there's a joke there somewhere. Man's blue skin, A&E panic, was just his bedsheet eye. Now, this guy thought he was turned into a Smurf. It turns out he just needed some new bleach. Sikh Korean came here and saw visitors from India graffiti dozens of Egyptian tombs from 2,000 years ago. Right. Let's see. Lowen accused of giving drug-laced lasagna to a pregnant woman that caused a miscarriage. I guess too much lasagna can be bad for a baby. My excuse for these jokes is I'm sick. No, actually, I have bombed many times before without being sick. I bomb my own podcast, that's what I do. Driving, watch YouTubers crash into California's highway patrol vehicle video show. So the guy was watching YouTube crashes. He crashed himself. I guess, yeah, he crashed and burned. Or I guess you could say, Vicar defends church's devil horn flip bench. Is there anything else? Passenger moved from flight to FLL over Ramadan prayer alarm. Southwest Airlines. Yeah, so they try to pray. The only thing this guy's going to be praying is he's going to be the prey. It's not as easy as it looks there, folks. We all have off days. I think that's it, folks. Unless there's another news site I can go to. Let's see. Iran has an island with red sand that you can eat. Red sand you can eat. Did your mother ever tell you not to eat? It's like we're at a chicken farm in Sacramento. 6 killed in Swiss bus fire after man probably set himself alight. Swiss bus. Oh, that sounds like some good cheese you could eat there. Designer Katy Perry wins trademark case against pop star Katy Perry. Oh boy. I guess she was a firework on that one. She sued the girl and she liked it. There you go. Alright, folks, that's it for the show. Alright, I'll see you folks on the next one you just listened to, and we're out of here. Go frick yourself, puppy.